All right, nowadays it's not just women who want to take their hair care seriously. Us guys want to look good too, Teresa.
I get it. And the best way to do that is by keeping up with the trends. Here to tell us what's hot and what's not when it comes to men's hair is stylist Sebastian Mazzarella. Sebastian, great to have you here on CT Style.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
So what are you seeing as trends this year?
Well, the classic haircuts are really starting to come back, which I think is great. Not so much of the buzz everything off like it was before. And men are also starting to come to the barbershop as opposed to the salons to get these styles, because a lot of them have very tight sides and more length on top. So they're bringing back the pompadour, they're bringing back the parted haircut, the undercut, which is pretty drastic. I'm sure you've seen it. Very short sides, extreme length on top, pushed back or to the side.
So where do you see trends going from here? Because it's kind of like a flashback from the 30s and 40s, a lot of the styles now. So what do you see as the next wave of styles?
Well, you know, I think that it's going to stay with the classic look, but just keep kind of evolving and changing, which is cool because also with the styles now, when you go into a barbershop, it's not one specific look. It's sometimes a mixture of these looks. So I think that we're going to see it maybe not as tight on the sides, maybe a little more length pushed back, but we'll see.
And they also have a little bit more of a contemporary look. So you were saying if somebody comes in and says, hey, I want the Elvis pompadour, it's probably not going to be blown up that big. It's more of a
typically with the pompadour you think of Elvis, right? But a lot of men you don't see walking around the streets unless you're in New York or they're an actor or a model. So what it is I think that you have to find pictures online when you go to a barbershop. And that is the best way to get the look that you want, because I run into this a lot in the shop. Guys will come in and say, you know, I want this and I want that. What I assume may be different from what you're assuming.
Right. I think we actually have some pictures. You could explain what the pompadour
That would
is.
help.
That's it. That's what we're talking about here. That's some serious height on that head.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
All right, we'll scroll through these, and the next one up is a disconnected? Is that what that's called?
This is a disconnected undercut. I like this style a lot. It's really pretty fashion forward, and
looks like Macklemore a little bit.
It does, yeah.
So that's his style.
Yeah. So
but are these cuts more expensive, or can you go anywhere, or do you have to go to Constitution Barbershop?
Well, you know.
Well, obviously you want to go to his barbershop, right?
Yeah. If you're looking for the best style, you got to come to my place. No, but if you don't live in the area, there's definitely other places to go, and there's different ways to go about finding the right person to do your hair. So one way is if you're out at a bar or at the mall, you see somebody with a nice hairstyle, a nice haircut, go up to them, ask them, hey man, where do you get your haircut? Where can I get you? So this way you can figure out where they're going and you like their style. So,
I mean, you really are forming a relationship with your stylist or your barber.
Which is great, and it's been awesome for me. I've been in the business about 4 years now. I've got some really close relationships with my clients, and it's an amazing thing.
Do you ever find that people kind of tell you more than you like to hear sometimes? Like they kind of use you as your psychiatrist, or? So
the barbershop is like Vegas. What said there stays there, okay? And I've gotten some things that you wouldn't assume they would have told you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you got to stay tight-lipped.
But that's good, because now men have a place to go. You know, for a while in the 90s and the early 2000s, it was all about going to the salon. Barbershops are making a huge comeback now. And it's okay for men to want to look good and groom themselves, which I think is great.
All right. And then next up, we have the lower fade. You want to tell us a little bit about that style?
Yeah. So this is great because it shows the transition from light to dark. And I think it really shows off the haircut. And this is another one where if you go to a salon, a lot of times they don't have the skills that barbers do, where it comes to the very, very tight haircuts, the tight fades from a 0 up.
So they're a little more precise.
Sure, I mean, they're the professionals. You're going to get a little bit of a fix up here, but first, I know we have one more picture, the man bun. What is this about?
Okay, so this is a trend.
This is awful. I mean, coming from a woman, that is not something I want to see.
This is controversial.
Yes, I
What's your
concur
take,
with that.
Sebby?
This is a hate it or love it look.
Oh, come on.
Love it or
Snip
list
that
it.
off on the end.
I wouldn't do it, but if you have the guts to rock it, then good for you. You know?
It's kind of like a samurai.
Not good for you. Why would you
disagree?
want that? What are you going to do for this guy here, Sebastian?
Correct,
what are you
Can I
going to
get
do?
the man bun? Can you pull that off on me?
No, I won't allow that.
We got to grow it out a little bit.
It's too short, too.
All right. Well, you're going to restyle my hair. We have about 2 minutes left, so we're going to swap chairs here. And I know Gil Simmons is also in the studio, so we might have to restyle his hair a little bit,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
We'll see
All
how mine comes out.
Sebastian, do you see men getting color in their hair?
Yes.
Really?
Definitely.
Like, I mean, we talked about drastic colors at the beginning of the show, like the beards, the bright colors, but like frosted tips, does that still happen?
Not so much.
In sync.
You know,
That's what I
models,
think of.
models and actors, a lot of times they'll get, you know, just very slight color to accentuate their hairstyles. What I see more of is men like who are in the business setting. They'll come in and get some of the grays removed.
There you go. We have one last picture here I want you to see, Sebastian. Let us know how popular this is.
Yeah, so this is a side part. Okay, so here's one thing that I really would like to touch on. Ryan has a side part, but you see that Ryan has hair coming down on this side that has considerable length to it, and you see the part. That was a new style, and it's shaved up to that point. So this is why I say if you go in and say, I want this side part haircut, and then they might just buzz you right up, and maybe you didn't want that. I stress bringing in pictures.
So Ryan has a lot of texture in his hair. It's
Yeah.
pretty curly here.
It is. So we're going to try to just remove a little bit of that.
So you're going to blow it out a little bit.
Exactly.
Here. And Teresa, I do want to say that, oh my gosh, in the early 2000s, I did have frosted tips because I wanted to be like Justin Timberlake in NSYNC.
I think a lot of men went through that. It's okay.
I'm just saying, did Brandon do that? Did he have frosted tips?
I don't think he did.
No?
I didn't know him back then. I hope he didn't, Ryan, but I don't know for sure.
So we're using a blow dryer right now. It's just something that, I mean, me personally, and I'm sure many other men are a little intimidated by Sebi. Why are we doing this? And can other men be doing this at home and feel confident using a blow dryer?
I think so. I really like using a blow dryer. I use it for my hair, and I think men kind of need to stop being afraid of it, and it can really help show off your haircut.
Wow, you are getting some lift over there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give Ryan a little bit of height here.
Uh-oh. I don't want to look like the Slim Jim guy.
The Slim Jim guy?
Oh, yeah. Now, are these styles just for younger guys, or can anybody have them done?
Yes, anyone can have them done, and what I like is that it all depends on what you like. And I don't think that you should take your age into consideration so much.
Okay. And how about for product? Do you have any products?
I do, and I'm almost done here, and I'll be putting that in, and that is just some Layrite pomade, and that will really give you the shine that you need to your hair.
Do you have time to do this every morning? Blow out your hair? Would you be able to?
I might have to get a blowout every morning.
I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah. Feels good. I mean, it's very fluffy now. So now we got this good product going on.
Yes.
What's this all about?
This
Sebi?
is a water-soluble
Oh, it smells nice.
Yeah, pomade. Smells great, looks great, and it's really good for these classic looks. And one thing I want to touch on when you do your hair, yeah, Ryan, I know you like it. Just get it right at the root, and then it will stay in place for you.
And not too much product, of course, right? Because then it'll be too jelly.
You have
Make
to
it look greasy.
just
You don't
apply
want
it a
that look.
little bit at first, and then really take it from there.
I'm giving model looks to the camera, Sebi. What do you think?
should,
Ready?
man.
All right, nicely done.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'll
Looks
pass on
good.
that. Teresa, do you approve?
Yeah, I'll sit next to you for the remainder of the show.
Okay, thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
Sebastian, that looks great, and that
Thank
took
you.
that didn't take long at all.
doesn't take that
Couple
long.
minutes and just a little bit of extra effort there.
I'm getting
Exactly.
a man bun next time, though.
Please don't do that.
Please?
And where's your barbershop, Sebastian?
We are in downtown Hartford and in Constitution Plaza, which is my barbershop has been around since the 60s. I was fortunate enough to take it over about 3 years ago. We've added one barber to the team since. We're looking for another. So anybody who is interested, you come on down and talk to me.
Very good. Well, Ryan, there's your new look. You looked fantastic.
I'm
Pretty
loving it.
good. I think you have to come every day, Sebastian.
Yeah, maybe you could come a little hairstyle every day.
Ryan could use it. All right.